Hello Capricorn, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your love reading here, guys. This one's a timeless one. Whenever you are guided to tune in, hopefully there's something in the messages that resonate with you and make sense for you. So general advice, all right? So let me go ahead and start with this deck, if I can actually grab it here. This one, sorry, I dropped one. Hold on one second. Dropping one already. Alright, so this one is the Golden Dahlia. This is by Maria of La Belle, and I'm at 13. So I do have some questions that we're going to go through for this reading. We're going to start off with what are the energies surrounding your connection at this point in time, Capricorn, alright? Alright, so let's go ahead and grab some insight and take a look at that. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn. This can be for cross watchers too. All right, so let's go ahead and see where the energy is for the connection. Interestingly enough, that card that fell out, it did say foolish. Okay, so maybe somebody did something very foolish here. Maybe they regret it. Look at this. We have betrayal coming through. That could certainly have been a foolish act, and we can't seem to get away from it because this is the next card. So this was the one that jumped out, and it's coming through here again, even though I've shuffled it. So a betrayal due to something that they did. They could have certainly hurt you here. And then we have a new chapter. So perhaps whatever that represents, they're really wanting to open up this new chapter with you. Let me grab one more here. This makes sense, Capricorn, that we've got fragile because something that occurred between you and your person could have been very hurtful, especially if it's coming through as a betrayal of some sort. So that certainly is a very hurtful thing that either somebody did to you, or for some of you guys, maybe it's reversed. So take it for how it makes sense for your situation. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some tarot here. All right, I'll be pulling from my Celestial Cosmos Tarot to get things started. So the current energy surrounding your connection seems to be focused on deception, something manipulative, very hurtful experience, a betrayal of some sort, and somebody wants to start again. Now, check this out, guys. Can't make that up, all right? So we've got the Devil card popping up. And as you can see there, it does represent Capricorn energy. So if you are the Capricorn in this equation, it could have also been you that was tempted by something that perhaps you should not have pursued. For some of you, I kind of feel it could have been a third-party situation. Maybe that was foolish action on your part to go after something or someone that you should have either stayed away from, or maybe you guys could have just remained friends. Something happened here where lines were crossed perhaps, or again, some sort of deceptive energy wrapped up into that. Look at the next card here, guys. We've got the Three of Swords. So next to foolish, next to the Devil's energy, we've got grief and heartbreak. This represents the separation, more than likely, between two people because of whatever this foolish activity was or is. This could either be what's currently happening or something tied into the past. And the Devil energy also has something to do with unhealthy attachments. It could be obsessive or addictive energies tied into that. Wow. All right, let's see what else. So there's a lot of pain here. But check this out, guys. This makes sense for me how we've got the Nine of Wands, because even though you've been through something difficult with this person or in this connection, even though it might have definitely rocked the boat, whatever the situation was, because this right here, it's somebody who was hurt, somebody who was wounded, and then you've got the pain represented by that Three of Swords. It could have been whoever represents that Devil energy who inflicted the pain on someone or contributed to the drama in a situation. And even though you've been hurt, even though somebody got hurt, maybe you both ended up, you know, experiencing some form of pain through this whole situation, this is still an experience that you're meant to learn from and to be able to move on from, to be able to bounce back, get back up, and, you know, just be able to start again. And that, I feel, has a lot to do with that new chapter. Okay, this makes sense as well, how we've got the Two of Wands right there. And then we've got the Ten of Swords. Let me move these guys over because this makes a lot of sense here. And then we've got the Two of Swords letting us know that as far as this situation, Capricorn, we have a stalemate right here with that Two of Swords. So it's not going anywhere. Whatever happened here, it ended, and it ended painfully. Here again is the pain. Ten of Swords, the relationship fell apart. And it makes sense as well that we've got this fragile energy, because after having experienced something so devastating and painful, the healing process, absolutely, you're feeling either very fragile or the other person is. This right here represents some of those darker clouds that you guys have endured, and the possibility, interesting how we've got these two cards right here, new chapter, and then we've got the Two of Wands. Both of these cards have rainbows on it, okay, but on this particular card for the Two of Wands, we've got this dark cloud right here. So it really depends on the path that a person decides to take. If this is talking about you specifically, you always have the choice to either go a particular direction where it's not good for you, or to be able to head towards that path where that rainbow is a part of your journey, this new chapter, this new beginning. All right, but if you are wrapped up in this devil energy, and again, it's picking up off of Capricorn energy, okay, we can't dismiss that one, then maybe there's something tied into the messages here specifically for whoever represents Capricorn. Okay, whether you're cross-watching, whether the person you're thinking about represents the Capricorn and you're a different sign, whoever is in this energy created a situation that, for now anyway, it doesn't seem to be moving. Okay, so that's what's currently going on. Let's see what else we can pick up for you, Capricorn. All right, so what aren't they telling you? That's the next thing we're going to take a look at. I'll be pulling from the Untold Truths of the Heart Oracle by Aqua Moonlight. So what aren't they telling you right now? Especially since it does not seem to be going anywhere at this point in time. There could be no contact, okay? Look at this. We have hoping. We have distance. Look at this. We have the divine masculine who's in this energy. So divine feminine, if you resonate with this, and this is what's happening between you and your masculine, that there is a separation. We've got barriers, separation, and space right here with this distance card. So it could be this masculine who's hoping to manifest a new beginning with you. Interestingly enough, we've got euphoria. The keywords here, chasing thrills, joy, laughter. So it could be the masculine who was going after or chasing those thrills, and maybe it ended up not being as exciting as they thought it would be, or it was just a temporary high that they felt with a particular connection. Again, it could have been a third-party situation. And then we do have the reference to time here, wait, cycles, and infinity. So one cycle perhaps needed to be experienced and phased out in order to bring in a new cycle, a new chapter. And it's concentrating on the divine masculine, it seems, okay? So let's grab some additional tarot here. I'll be pulling from my Illuminated Star Tarot, Volume 2. This one, it's currently out of print. I am revising it, so I'll announce it once it's available. For Capricorn, what else do we need to know? So what they're not telling you, we've got a reverse card right here. So we do have the King of Cups, once again representing the divine masculine. Now, some of you guys could have dealt with somebody who was emotionally immature. That's what that card represents in the reverse. They could have also been very controlling, could have been very moody. They tend to be perhaps cold-hearted. You know, these are things perhaps Divine Feminine that you might have picked up from your masculine, and they could also now at this point be regretting it because it does seem you guys are at a distance from one another. We do have the Seven of Pentacles. We do have the Ace of Wands right here. We've got the Knight of Pentacles still representing the masculine. And then we do have the Five of Cups. So they're feeling it. They're feeling lonely. They're feeling the pain as a result of the separation here. Okay, so what I feel from the masculine is for sure they want a new beginning. They want that new chapter. They want a new opportunity to start again with you, Divine Feminine. They know that they're going to have to make some wise choices here, which is perhaps why they're taking their time trying to figure all of this out. I feel if we have a masculine here who had commitment issues, they've reconsidered their actions from the past and really wanting to recommit here. And because of this separation, they've had a lot of time to think. Seven of Pentacles, it's, I feel, somebody who's not quite ready to give up, but they also know that it does require time, and here it is. Okay, so this is a wait and see card, and so is the time reference. It even says it right there, wait. We've got two cards here telling the masculine perhaps to just wait, because it could be the feminine who's not ready for a reconciliation or to even talk or interact with the masculine here. So they're going to have to definitely put in the effort in order to even deserve the opportunity to reconnect with you, I feel, Divine Feminine. That's just how it's coming through. So a lot of this is stuff that they're not expressing in the 3D, but they certainly are thinking it. All right, so that's what's presenting itself right there. So next, let's take a look at what is it that they would want to change if they had the opportunity to change things, okay? I'll be pulling from the Pining Rose Love Oracle deck by Calico Moon for Capricorn. What would they change if they could? What would they change? Past life. Ooh, that's interesting. So perhaps in the past, even a past life prior to when you guys connected, they also got themselves mixed up in some challenge, something foolish, you know, that they did, and perhaps there are regrets there as well. So it stems back further than when you guys connected. Look at this, guys. It says, I'm sorry. Now, we do have what appears to be either a wedding ring, a promise ring, a friendship band, whatever this represents. Somebody did something. The way it's presenting itself here, it could be a divine masculine, could be the divine masculine Capricorn, maybe. There's an apology here. Look at this. We have the pain right here, the hurt that they've either inflicted on the feminine or by hurting you, Divine Feminine, your masculine ended up hurting themselves. And then we have insomnia. So they're thinking of you, perhaps especially at night. They can't sleep. They can't seem to just quiet and still their mind and just drift off. They're really unable to do that at this point in time. They could be very stressed out. They could be dealing with depression or even anxiety. All right, so let's see what's up with that. I'll be pulling from my Luna Tarot deck here. Okay. So for Capricorn, let's go ahead and grab some clarifying messages here. What would they change if they could? First of all, whatever they did, if this person could go back in time and fix things, that's what they would want to do. They regret perhaps hurting you. They think a lot about this, okay? Look at this. We've got the Four of Wands. For some of you, this could be representing a very close soul connection. This could also be picking up off of a twin flame bond. What they're ultimately wanting is to reconnect, to have a reunion. Now, I gotta say, in a past life, some of you guys might have already been a couple. You could have already been married. Maybe that's what that represents, that ring right there. And what they're wanting is a very happy reunion in this lifetime. Okay, that's what they're really wanting to change, to bridge the gap, to bring you guys back together. We do have the Three of Cups right here. Got the Queen of Cups. And then we've got the Ace of Swords. So this person definitely seeking the opportunity for clarity so that they can see clearly, think clearly as to what it is that they need to do. And maybe their judgment was clouded before. That resulted in the separation. Three of Cups could be another reference to a third party, but it's also actually a very positive energy in that it could be a new beginning in love. It could be happy times that you do share with this person. It also represents the people in your life that fulfill you, that make you happy. It could be family, could be friends, people that are there for you no matter what. Queen of Cups, Divine Feminine, here you are. Okay, so wrapped up in the energy of your intuition is what you have to rely on when it comes to your masculine. Perhaps you're already picking up off of that. But this right here, it's a new beginning. It's really allowing the situation to move forward. However, there are certain things that need to not be a part of that journey, you know, to be able to cut out what doesn't belong there. Whether it's a third party, whether it's infidelity, whatever it is. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. So this is an indication here that this has been a very painful and difficult journey for someone, whether it's the masculine or both of you, okay? Left out in the cold right there, whoever was left out in the cold. But I'm feeling intuitively that it's the masculine who was left out. Could have been the feminine who walked away from the masculine. And here we are again with the Seven of Pentacles, so it really is going to take time. Gotta wait and see how this one goes. But I have a feeling someone's feeling quite impatient here. But when it comes to the masculine, I feel they're not ready to give up on this connection, Divine Feminine. So there's so much here that they would want to change as far as avoiding the painful experience of a breakup here. And they really do want to come in and address the issues and perhaps to show you that they're a different person, that they've worked on themselves and wanting a new beginning here, okay? All right, so let's grab some additional messages here for you, Capricorn. All right, so next I wanted to grab some messages from my Heart and Soul Love Oracle. This is the revised edition right here. So when it comes to you, what is their biggest wish? What is it that they really would want here? What do they want? Their biggest wish. More cards flying. We have protection. We have more. And lastly, we have fulfilled. Okay, so let's read through these and then we'll clarify them. All right, so the protection card. Find someone who will shield you from the rain, who will protect you from life's thunderstorms, cherish you through the not so good days, hold you through your fears, need you as much as you need them, someone who will never let that umbrella of love go. And, you know, this person knows that they failed you in a way before, and they want to be able to protect the connection if they can. And then we have more. I was sure what we had wasn't the love I was looking for. And so perhaps they tried to find it elsewhere and didn't succeed, which is perhaps why there's the possibility of a love triangle or a third-party situation. Okay, so I was sure what we had wasn't the love I was looking for. That it was something that I could find with someone else who could offer me more. More love, more sex, more of everything I was looking for. Someone who had more, wanted me more, needed me more. Now there's nothing more I want than to come back to the someone who had it all to begin with. You. Is it too late? And only you, the viewer, can answer that question. Is it too late for this person who hurt you to return? And then we have fulfilled. Somehow the universe knew that I was unfulfilled, something missing in my life, but I always tried to hide the pain through a tough exterior that covered such vulnerability. When we met, I was empty. My cup is now overflowing with love because of you, because of you. And that was the impact that you had perhaps on this person, or that's the impact that they had on you. Someone who was feeling unfulfilled and empty prior to when this love connection came to be. But somebody dropped the ball here and realized or thought that they could find something better out there. You know, the whole grass is greener mentality, and they didn't find it because they already had the best of what was out there, and that was you. Okay? So let's go ahead and clarify that. And I'm so excited because I get to use my newest deck. This is the Yummy Tarot. And for those of you who don't know, I used to have a baking business for about 17 some years. And I actually grew up in the food industry. My folks had restaurants, delis, bakeries growing up. So my two worlds collided with this particular deck. Each one features some sort of dessert or food element to it. It was just a lot of fun creating it. So I've got that link down below if you guys are interested in this one. All right, so the Yummy Tarot. Let's grab some clarifying messages here. So their biggest wish is to, as we've already seen, to return, to have you be a part of their life. They thought that they could find better out there, but you were the best, honestly. You were the best. Look at this. We've got the Ten of Pentacles. So perhaps, you know, this person might be quite successful in their career, their finances. That looks great. But you also represent their ideal person, I feel. And without you there, something's missing. Unfulfilled, feeling empty. We've got the Nine of Pentacles right here. We've got the Seven of Cups. So clearly they entertained other options. Perhaps they actually enjoyed that they had other choices, other people that perhaps they felt could give them more, as we can see right here. But it ended up really not panning out because you represent what they wanted. And then we've got the Nine of Pentacles, someone who is solo, someone who's independent. Again, financially, this person could be doing great, but something is missing. Something's missing here. Can't seem to get away from the Seven of Pentacles, guys. Okay, hard work that pays off. And if they really want you back, then they're going to have to put in the effort to make this happen. They need to be able to make different choices, or at least to decide which of these choices is best for them. And look at this. We go back to the Ten of Swords, that betrayal element that we've already seen earlier. So their biggest wish, truly, is to make a different choice. It's to bring you guys back together. They're telling you here that they're willing to work really hard to convince you that they're better, that they're going to show up for you, that they're going to do everything to protect this connection. They've learned from past lessons, perhaps, tied into this betrayal and when the relationship fell apart. But Divine Feminine, you are coming in as the Queen of Swords. So intelligent and independent, those are the key words for this particular deck. And so we've got, in a way, two cards talking about independence and being solo and not afraid to be on your own. You know, the Queen of Swords knows how to set up boundaries for somebody that's not respectful of their needs, you know, of the Queen's needs right here. And so if this makes sense for you, Divine Feminine, you probably did cut out your masculine here. And that's something that they're going to have to learn. Look at that. We've got the High Priestess, a Divine Feminine, relying on your intuitive nature. We've already seen that. I don't feel the feminine is in need of taking action here, I feel it is the masculine. Wow. We do have the Death card right here. So for sure there's a transition that is occurring here. Look at this. We've got the 10 of Wands. We've got the heavy burdens, perhaps, that the masculine has been carrying. Something fell away here. Something ended, but it also makes way for change. A transition, a transformation. That's how I see that Death card. You could also be dealing with a Scorpio. So something, I just feel ultimately it is the masculine that's been carrying the heavy load on their shoulders as a result of past actions and behaviors. They could also be going through this awakening right here from the Judgment energy. It's a wake-up call. Finally understanding the situation because they've had a lot of time on their hands. Perhaps especially if they're single at this point in time. This right here is the apology. Okay, so going back to the cards we've already seen, there's I'm sorry. The Judgment card is past self-evaluation, being able to see the situation, past behaviors, what went wrong, the mistakes, and wanting to fix things, and really wanting to come back. Okay, we do have the Knight of Cups coming in, wanting to restore the romance, wanting to be able to solidify the connection a little bit more. They still feel the connection with you, Divine Feminine. This is absolutely necessary with that Six of Pentacles. There has to be equal give and take here, guys. Otherwise, it won't be able to sustain the direction that this can go. You both have to be all in. We can't have somebody who's got one foot out the door getting themselves mixed up in third parties, love triangles, betrayals, things of that nature. And then we do have the Five of Pentacles where someone's struggling, the whole reference to being left out in the cold. Okay, so I can't help but feel that that is the masculine there, struggling without the feminine. Look at this. All right, we've got the Eight of Cups, so somebody clearly walked away. Could have been the feminine walking away from the masculine, and then here's the Tower moment. I'm not surprised to see that because we have a situation here that fell apart. We do have the Divine Masculine wanting to show up as the Emperor right here. So I'm actually really happy to see that because we did see the Empress reference. And so you just got to wait, Divine Feminine, for your masculine to be able to level up to where you're at, coming in as your Emperor, really wanting to take action to fix this, and fix it they might. Okay, so we've got the Two of Cups representing the opportunity for you guys to come back together. It's still coming through as true love, you know, duality, the partnership. That's what it is that they envision. That ultimately is their biggest wish when it comes to you. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and grab some musical messages here and see what additional insight we can learn from that. So that's what's coming through there, their biggest wish when it comes to you. All right, so I'll be pulling from my Heart Songs deck here for you, Capricorn. What else do we need to know? If you're not familiar with the songs, hopefully you'll be able to resonate with the lyrics. If I'm Not in Love with You by Faith Hill. Let's grab a couple more songs. We have 1,000 Years by Christina Perry. And bottom of the deck, we've got Just to Hold You Once Again. This is by Mariah Carey. All right, so let's read through these cards here. All right, so if I'm not in love with you. So this is somebody basically who's questioning why they feel so strongly about the other person, you know, and wondering, it's like, am I in love with you? Ultimately, they are. So here are the lyrics. If I don't need your touch, why do I miss you so much tonight? If it's just infatuation, why is my heart aching to hold you forever? Give a part of me I thought I'd never give again to someone I could lose. And the reality of it is here that they did lose you. But again, for some of you guys, it could be a reversed situation where you lost them. And though we do have 1,000 years, I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. I can't help but feel that this could also be a reference to the past life card that we saw. They've loved you for a very long time, but somebody clearly dropped the ball here. There could have also been trust issues, infidelity. So even though the love is here, somebody needed to learn from past behavior that they ultimately ended up hurting you or you hurt them. And lastly, we have this song from Mariah. Do you know how it feels lying here without you, baby? You could never understand what's happening to me. So alone, nothing's real. I just dream about you, baby, and forever wonder why you had to break free. Even though you're not my lover, even though you're not my friend, I would give my all to have you here. So basically, this is about two people who have severed ties. They can't even call you a friend. They can't even call you a lover, and for those of you who really have not even interacted in a very long time, this is someone who's still yearning for you. At the end of the day, they still have so much love for you. But something clearly happened here that created separation. And so now they're left almost with that yearning, that emptiness, the memories, and all they want is to be able to see you and to know what it's like to hold you again, to be with you, perhaps on that intimate level. Okay, so that's what's coming through there. Some pretty intense musical messages there, Capricorn. All right, so let's grab some healing messages, which is so needed, I feel, just based off of the messages we've seen here today for Capricorn. So I'll be grabbing some healing messages from the angels. All the decks you see here, guys, I'll list them down below, of course, for Capricorn. So what do we need to know here? We have spiritual growth. This is the next card right here. We've got healing. This is much needed, truth and integrity, because we have clearly seen betrayal in this reading. And then we have romance. You see, when it comes to your love life, someone or both of you need to be coming from a place of the truth and integrity to be authentic with one another. Clearly, we have a situation that is in need of healing. For some of you guys, maybe you've been going through some physical ailments, and there's the need for that as well. And maybe this whole situation really tested your faith, and it's caused you to really grow from the experience. So let's go ahead and grab some tarot once again, and let's see what else we can find out. All right, so pulling from my Valentine Connection Tarot, which is actually on sale through the day after Valentine's Day. I've made that announcement, guys, in my community tab. I think I posted a shorts video on it as well as on Instagram. So this one, as well as my Valentine Connection Oracle, they're both available at a discounted rate. All right, so just FYI on that. Look at this. We've got the Lovers. Now, some of you could be dealing with a Gemini. You could also have Gemini in your chart. We've got the Nine of Cups. We do have the Six of Swords, so we definitely have a transition that's going on here through this healing journey. You can both perhaps move forward and leave the past where it is. This, I feel, when it comes to your love life and the person that you're thinking about, you really are their wish come true. You fulfill this person, which we've already seen as well. Going back to this card, fulfilled, okay? So the universe is definitely picking up off of that vibe when it comes to the two of you. And then we do have the chemistry, the attraction, the love right here. But sometimes the Lover's card could also represent infidelity and that Lover's triangle, which is clarified by this. Look at that. Seven of Swords. We're back to what this whole thing represents. Deception. Lies. Okay, so isn't it interesting that it's right next to truth and integrity? Because the Seven of Swords represents anything but this. Wow, super interesting. So that's for sure a part of what will heal this situation, by them coming towards you and proving to you, look, you know, I apologize for my past actions, that I wasn't truthful, that I betrayed you, and for you to be able to trust what you're feeling in your heart, to just know that they really are coming forward with the truth. Okay, we do have the Nine of Swords, fears and anxieties. We did see the insomnia reference earlier. The Nine of Swords could also represent that. So it could be the masculine who's not getting a whole lot of sleep because of this. Speaking of the masculine, look at that. Here's our Emperor. All right, so as we can see here, this is a masculine who truly wants to create change in this situation, Divine Feminine. This is probably something that went down where there was infidelity or a love triangle, third-party situation, and they really want to be able to move on from that. But it's going to take time because healing needs to happen first, you know, and when somebody hurts us in that way, it's very difficult to just let bygones be bygones and to just forget about it. It takes time. And for some people, it's impossible to be able to forgive someone who has hurt you in that way. So it really is up to you how you're able to heal on your own, you know, however way you are able to handle this situation for yourself. But when it comes to the masculine, they certainly would like to revive this partnership. All right, Divine Feminine, that's just what's coming through here. All right, guys, so let's grab some additional messages here. So taking a look at some angel numbers for the collective. I'll be pulling from the Twin Flame Angel Numbers deck by Mystic Moon. For Capricorn. All right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's grab another. We have 101. We have 747, and then bottom of the deck, we've got 2211. All right, so let's read through these numbers right here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. A forward momentum is beginning to take shape in this connection, which is fantastic because it's necessary. So going back to the Six of Swords, moving forward. So it is reiterating that here. And then we do have 101, caring for your overall health is a necessary tool on your journey. Love yourself a little more today. And going back to the healing card, it could be picking up off of that vibe for some of you. Okay. And then we have 747, begin to take your talents to the next level. Your dream job can become a main source of income. So take that if it applies for your situation, Capricorn, but there's something tied into a specific talent that you do have. So it's addressing that as well in this reading. And then lastly, we've got 2211. Visions in your third eye are coming in the form of telepathic waves from your twin flame. It could also be coming from somebody that you consider your soulmate. So there is some form of telepathic communication happening here between the two of you, even from a distance. All right, so lastly, guys, let's grab some final angel messages from the Intuit Angel Oracle. All right, here we go. To wrap up your reading, Capricorn. Angels and spirit guides, please. For Capricorn, what else do they need to know at this time? We have Ambriel, patron of psychics and students. Let's grab a couple more. We also have, I suck at reading these names, Lalahel. I apologize if that's wrong. This is still a fairly new deck for me, and I'm still learning these angel names, and I'm always butchering them, as you guys probably have already seen in my other readings. Sandalphon. Okay, so let's go ahead and read through these. So let's start with the first one, Ambriel. The number 34 could also be significant for some of you. So the patron of psychics and students. Clarity, psychic protection, inspire curiosity, intellectual, communication, that aha moment. So I really like that. I clear mental fog and doubt. and bring psychic insight to your awareness for spiritual and scholastic benefit. So the stone for this particular card is sodalite. The time frame is the month of May. Okay, that could be significant for some of you. The person you could be thinking about could also be Taurus or Gemini. Okay, and then we do have a message that indicates stay positive. All right, and then we also have the number 45 here, guardian of the divine light, clear healing light. So there's something tied into healing for sure. Aids light workers, spiritual insight, patron of the arts and sciences. Some of you guys could be very gifted in that way. So it does say, I hold the mirror of the soul to help you see how to come into alignment with your true inner self. And I can't help but feel for some of my Capricorns, that's something significant at the time that you are tuned in and watching this. We have Labradorite. We have an instantaneous time frame here. And the additional message for this card says changes, which we've seen through the transition and transformation references in this reading. So that makes sense for me. And then we do have Sandalphon, the angel of music, harmonic healing, fifth chakra, melody, clairaudience, creative expression, poetry. I help you tune your frequency to source through sound vibrations in music, singing, and poetry. We've got turquoise. And as far as the time frame, it's a matter of days for some of you. And we do have communicate clearly. So maybe for some of you guys, you'll hear from this person that you've been wanting to hear from, and there's not going to be any confusion as to what it is that they want to communicate. It does say communicate clearly. Now, for some of you, it could be you that needs to be able to communicate with your person, and you know there's no second guessing as to what it is that you really want them to know and understand. It's clear communication. All right. So whatever part of these messages makes sense for you and your situation, hopefully there's something here that came through in this reading that really helps you out, Capricorn. All right, guys. So I'll leave that there. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, I'd love to be able to do that for you. That information is down below in the description box, as well as the action buttons at the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for your patience in waiting for this reading. I know that they've been running a bit late for the first half of the month, but this is a timeless one. So really, whenever you are guided to tune in, hopefully, again, there's something here for you. All right, guys, that's it for now. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Take care.